This is how you tie it.
It's good enough.
It'll do. You're talking to a professional, so.
A professional pig dissector?
Is my career choice, yes.
Yes.
So, period.
Is the job description.
There you go.
Spread them legs open like that. Good. It's because the bottom's
Here, I thought he was
slippery.
digging in, and I thought you were just helping them, that you were actually.
Yeah, no one else wanted to touch it.
Ew.
Dude, it keeps on slipping.
What are you doing?
He's doing something.
Did you just want to hold it down like this?
Now you want to pull it the other way.
See,
towards
Manny's
the
got
shot,
it strapped down.
so that his legs are kind of spread.
Manny's
Mitchell,
got it like.
You want to teach us a super knot?
A what?
Super knot?
So is that an actual knot?
No.
It's one knot that I use a lot.
Why just break his legs?
It's called wrapping it
I just
around
break
the
his legs.
I think fine.
Go, go.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Alright, it's already spread, bro.
All right. You know how insane that just was. Right?
Here you are.
Okay.
Now we're spreading.
That would have been in the thrasher hole.
Huh?
That would have. That
Okay,
looks
so
like a
our
thrasher
goal
hole
for
to me.
today
All right, Mitchell, show us your skills.
is the respiratory system, the neck, and to start the cardiovascular system. Okay, so the neck there again, we're gonna go ahead and get that out of the way so that we see the trachea and we understand the first part of the digestive system, but for the most part, we just
Feed it
wanna
to me,
see the
double.
top of the heart.
That's so gross. It's just like meat,
I
but
think
it's
our thing is
not.
spread.
Yeah, but we need to
Today,
tie
you
it.
should see a lot of red and blue. The red being
That's
those
because they're
arteries carrying
spread.
blood away from the heart, the veins carrying blood
Ours
back
is
to the
definitely
heart.
spread out.
Mmm.
If we spread ours out
Tasty.
without
Break his
vinegar on, is that
fucking
okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
So it's good like this?
fine.
Excellent.
Or I'm telling you, if he keeps looking at me like this.
So your first thing to do, once you've got it spread out, is
clap
look
the
at page
teeth out
5
his
at the
mouth.
top and try to identify those structures.
Walking my pig.
Well, I gotta take. Can we take him for a walk? Not a good question.
I like that.
Oh,
Really?
it's
Never got
so
to walk.
gross. Never got to walk.
You dead, bro?
If you believe.
You can throw your yarn away, you're almost gonna need it.
Oh no, man. Feels like his legs are pretty strong.
Feels like he's
That's
holding
a
up.
Dude,
definition.
legs.
This is my dude right here.
Is that how your legs supposed to work?
Maybe.
Are you guys looking at the neck?
I'm like.
It doesn't really look at it. It's all cut up. I think I cut too deep.
Okay, so look at the picture
Oh.
at the top of page 5.
Dude, I'm getting like a
Are
hard
you
lift.
guys
don't
on
have
page
it?
5?
I'm on page. Oh wait, let me see. I
Page
am
5
on
of the
page.
other packet.
I don't have mine no more. So
Oh, you left it here, it's back on the back.
Someone touched it with their
It's right here. See.
Somebody touched it? Look
What's
there,
that,
look,
bro? Parky, can you get it?
Wait, what?
Can you get that paper?
Yeah, where?
Is that why you just left it here?
Yeah, that's nasty.
It was pretty nasty.
You couldn't have thrown it away or something, you just left it on the table?
I could have sworn I
She doesn't want to contract the disease.
It's a new one. It's like they're all up in there.
This is like a stress ball.
Is this
done.
tough?
Stop.
Pop.
Wait, you don't want to touch it, Parker?
Nah. Maybe. You know, I'll touch it, like, straight up, I'll touch it, but like.
Dude, I think we need to open up his chin, bro. No,
I don't wanna cut
definitely
it.
nothing there. Huh?
I said I'll touch it, but I don't want to cut it.
Put on some gloves.
I like to leave my stuff dead when it's dead.
Going through its neck.
What do
If
you
it's
mean?
dead, it's dead.
Who's on page 5?
It's right there.
It shouldn't be
so
touched.
gross, dude.
Oh, we already went through all that.
You would dime all of that, but you cannot.
We went through all that yesterday.
What?
Page 5.
Say it again?
We went through page 5 yesterday.
Okay, great, if you did, that's fine.
Yeah,
You can
because
go ahead to page 6 then?
Yeah.
Quinn did that yesterday, I remember.
You did 6 too?
No, he
Oh.
put his finger through the mouth.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Just saw that.
Okay, so Parker, do you have the other packet?
I do. So.
You're performing brain surgery now?
Would I be able to just grab one from the
Wait,
back
can we
and
see his
back?
brain?
I don't like, and then
You guys want to see
No, we're gonna do that later.
it?
Spray it?
Yeah, we'll open up the brain later.
Cassidy, would you like to see his brain?
That actually might cause deterioration.
Dude, I swear, every time I walk back, he looks at me like this. I'm not, like, I just don't do disrespect. Like,
Okay.
You can't punch him. You gotta
straight up.
Okay, good job here, guys.
This is just like
Good job, team.
puddle of pages.
I really hope these weren't used.
So we're just identifying.
Yes, exactly. You got some good cuts here. You went through. Yeah, just do your best to identify the structures, and then I'll come back and tell you if you're right. Obviously, there's your heart right here. See the thin
Yeah.
piece that I have? That's the pericardial sac.
Oh,
So in a human, there's some liquid between, it's watery, but a little bit more viscous than water, between this and the heart to help for, reduce friction.
the lungs are a lot thinner than I thought.
I know, right? So you can see how, you can
They
almost
are,
identify,
yeah.
we're eventually we're gonna take this out and look at the heart, so be real
Yeah.
careful with it. Yeah, so these are the lungs. You girls wanna come over and just look at
The lungs look like beef jerky. They're like little, like, slivers.
So there's the heart, there's the
the
pericardial sac
diaphragm?
around it. Yes, look how good the diaphragm is. Isn't that cool? So there's the diaphragm, there's your lungs. 1, 2, 3 lobes of the lung. And you're gonna get down in here then into the intestines and the liver. These are the liver. And then we found your gallbladder, this and this. And then we saw your gallbladder yesterday, right? So yeah, just you can keep working through page 6 then, okay?
All right. So let's find the kidneys.
Kidneys.
Yes,
Will they look the same?
they will look like little beans.
Little beans. That's what we're looking for, boys. Little beans.
We need to remove it of the stomach.
Yeah.
No, we should not remove anything as yet.
Too late.
Oh shit, that thing's nasty, bro.
It should be below
What?
the liver.
Cook up some
Yes, before below the liver. So like right above these intestines. Right there. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that little bean thing. I think at least.
That's nasty.
It's cute.
Bro.
You want to just cut this off real quick? No?
Would you like to touch his tail? For 1 cent? Sure.
Yeah, Parker, touch his tail.
Bro.
I don't know,
Disrespect.
dude. No, I'm not. It's just really pushing my limits.
Homie's going through some shit right now, bro.
Oh man,
What else do we need to find?
rip my dude for real. Like
The bland.
he gonna be all right.
So is the gallbladder on.
Doctor scalpel.
Where does the digestive tract start?
So down here,
Starts
this thing?
right at the
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
That's what it is.
There it is. Underneath this. Yeah.
What, bro?
Right here.
Right there.
Plantera.
Oh. I thought this was the hose, bro.
I think so at least.
So
Looks like.
just saying, just like out of my curiosity, right? Like when she was explaining the male pig, you said nothing about a penis. So it was like, how do they reproduce?
It's only got asses, bro.
Yeah, like how do they reproduce though? Like how
It's
does
just
that
not
work?
formed yet.
They do spit.
Oh, gotcha. So it just forms
So
later.
see, they got testicles formed.
Okay, yeah, I got that. I can see that. I was just like, where the other part, dude?
They just spit it out.
Where they just like kind of get rid of it. You know?
Comes out of his
So,
nipple, bro.
at this point, hopefully you've seen the thymus gland, whitish near the anterior, so
Yeah.
the top of the heart.
Oh yeah.
The thyroid on the anterior surface towards the base of the neck, it's a lot harder to see. Did everyone
You
see the
just watched
esophagus
it. No.
in the throat area? You didn't see that? Look for it and I'll come find it if you can, if you don't.
The what?
The esophagus?
Yeah, you cut through it.
Yeah, that's what
You
happened.
literally put your finger through it.
Cut through it.
Oh, when you put your, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Sorry. No failure. Alright.
6.
Just casual combo, you know.
She was like, hey, how are you? I'm like, well, I'm alright. I'm doing alright. Like, it's not hanging out my face.
Yeah, what are the questions?
Where does the digestive tract start and
They
end?
also drink,
Bottom of the stomach.
I
Ends
think
in the
it's just
butt.
water from their mother.
So, like, you're telling me this isn't just a dead
Ends out
pig.
there.
This is like a shit-covered dead pig, too, right? Like, this is like a
Like,
feces-covered
you need
dead
the,
pig.
No, this isn't covered in feces.
It looks like it's covered in feces.
It definitely
Okay, so
is.
here comes a really important part, if I've got everybody's attention.
Right.
The next thing that we're gonna do
Okay.
is carefully remove the heart.
Be careful.
Oh, okay.
Now, you can peel away the cardiac, the pericardium, the sac,
Don't drop it.
but you don't just wanna pull, you wanna loosen it and then gently lift it out so that you don't damage it or anything else.
Dom, I've performed heart surgery like 3 times.
Three
I brought a
times.
cow heart back to life.
What an expert.
I brought a cow heart back to
Yeah,
life
dude, what if
twice.
the cow heart started beating after you?
And I would run out this room, bro.
If this heart starts beating, you take it out in your hand, it just starts beating.
And I'm eating.
Because you run.
Eating
My
it?
good friend over the weekend, she was in Las Vegas, and this guy, they were literally in a casino, and this guy was
Scuffle?
sitting at a stool playing like a game, you know, a slot,
Yeah.
and he fell off the
Scuffle?
stool because he had a heart attack, and she ran over and she kept him, got his heart start again,
That's
and
awesome.
kept it going for about 20 minutes. till he was there. Right?
I mean, that's not awesome. Well, that is awesome.
It is awesome.
Well,
Like, she's losing her mind right now because she doesn't know what happened to him. She's like really curious,
What
but.
happened?
Good looks, Dominic.
But, he was still, it was
Who is this?
when they got there.
Well,
Parker, you can be my nurse, bro.
doctor, scalpel. Should I get a glove for this? I should get.
Yes, get
Miss
one
News,
glove.
I should get one glove for this, correct? If I'm okay.
Dude, squirt
Yeah, we'll
out.
come back to the questions too, so you focus on what you're seeing.
Miss News, there's like a tube and I'm cutting it.
You did.
There's a tube, and I am gonna consume it.
I'm going to cut this tube off at the bottom of the heart.
Let me see it before you do it, please.
Alright.
Cuts it anyway.
Yes, you may do that. That is fine. That's the pulmonary artery. I'm sorry. Yes, pulmonary artery. I had to think about artery or vein.
Dude,
That's so strange.
blue.
And I was right. I was wrong. It was the pulmonary vein. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's okay, cool.
Parker, since you got a
Sick.
It was
Glove on,
pulmonary.
feel
I knew
this.
it was pulmonary.
Other big scalpel that wants to go.
How cool is that, right?
Yeah.
Give me that big scalpel, bro.
the big
Sorry,
boy.
Wait, I'm not
Thank you, Miss News.
You're
kind
welcome.
of distracted here. This
I
is
live to assist.
fascinating.
It's coming.
Oh my god. That's so strange.
You will have to sever the pulmonary artery and vein in order to remove the heart.
I bet you this is a vein. Nope. Yeah, it is. That's the artery.
It's not blood.
Oh, now he really asking for it. I got a glove on and everything. There's nothing stopping me.
Do we have to drip it again?
Possibly.
Perception.
Suction?
Please.
Red, where you're cutting your hair.
Shit's
No, just stick your mouth on there.
nasty as hell, dude.
Like a straw.
Yeah.
Suction. That one tasted a little strange, guys. I think that was chemicals.
I may or may not be dead.
Like, within the 12-hour span, I may or may not be alive. So just like, oh, shoot!
Miss News, what is this?
No, it's tripping. It's tripping.
That's.
You ripped it out.
I have to see if it's the top bottom.
Bro, that's sick.
It was like when you get like
You know
pasta
that-
out the bowl.
Everybody
Right?
remove
Like,
the heart now, I think. Let me see.
I think I did a better
Is
job.
it the top or the bottom?
No, this is the bottom.
It's the bottom. Oh my
pretty
gosh,
cool,
that is
bro.
so cool. That is the pulmonary vein.
Hey, y'all can't beat me. I'm a surgeon, bro.
That is the pulmonary vein.
That looks like just like a picture.
It does. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful heart.
Thank you guys.
So,
Is this?
look at your aorta.
Yes, I know this is.
It's like a prized possession.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. So, wait, come back.
We aren't done yet, Quinn.
You compliment his heart and then he just.
Okay, so there's your aorta. Look at that thing. Look how beautiful that is. Very well done. So this is blue, so it means it's a vein, right? So remember, wait a minute, let me get this. So this is, wow, this is crazy. So if this is the pulmonary vein, this would be the pulmonary artery, right? Wow.
I just got like smooth.
So there's the aorta, the superior and there's the superior vena cava. Oh my gosh. Did you see this? Can you look at it?
Pretty
How
wild.
beautiful that is.
Dude,
That's
we're
the
crazy at the game.
Your
Oh, we got that video too.
But you do?
Isn't that amazing?
Oh yeah.
No, real. So there's an aorta just like yours. That's the major pump of all the blood through your body.
Oh,
This is the pulmonary vein. So that's carrying blood from the lungs to the
I'm gonna show
heart.
up.
Yours looks just like that. How crazy is that, right? And there you've got just a little bit of the pericardial sac still. So you can really see the lobes, can't you?
So if
You can
blow
see
in
the
that vein,
ventricles.
move.
We're not going to do that. Oh man, this is awesome.
Yeah, Parker, tomorrow you got to get a bunch of cane straws.
Yeah. And just like slurp up all the juice.
Look at that.
It's amazing.
Just like we did with the cow heart.
Yeah. How did it like come out all the way to?
I don't know. These are really well done.
Nice. Tell him you might be surgeon. Just got them.
I am so impressed, you guys. Really good job extracting the hearts.
Should we drain it?
I want to look at your heart really quick with you.
Drain it.
I want to pop this test. You know how bad that shit hurt?
I mean, yeah, that would hurt. Like really bad. Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You got pig testicle on my arm.
Hell no. Damn, bro. Hell no. It's the first time I heard that.
That's something I wish I'd never have to say, but sadly
What?
today
That's the bro.
All right, new glove.
yeah, I washed my hands first.
You guys should.
I don't care. We ain't taking no risks.
And then you can see clearly the top, the atria, and then the ventricle. Right here, right here. We are, yeah. Okay, so, in just a second. You guys, now that we've looked at the external heart, you've seen the aorta, you have seen, and this is kind of cool because you saw all this in the cow heart. Now you're seeing it on a microscope, more of a small level, right? So we're somewhere in between. Our heart is nowhere near as big as a cow's.
It's okay.
Our heart is a little bit bigger than your fist.
Just slam it back in there.
So probably 4 or 5 times bigger than the pig.
Next, we dissect a human.
Now, what you're gonna do,
Yes.
Tell you, bro.
first of all, remember.
On the
not
record,
only-
I'm not going to dissect a human. That's against the law.
First of all, remember, not only does the heart, it's a muscle that pumps blood, but a muscle has to have its own blood supply too, right? So look on
Turn
the
your left back on
outside
so
of
you
the
feel
heart.
this.
Look all running through the external structure. Do you see blue veins and red arteries
Yes.
on the outside? That is the body supplying the muscle of the heart itself, keeping the muscle healthy. If the muscle of the heart didn't get enough blood and didn't get its waste removed, then it would not be able to pump. So you've all noticed the top, the left and right ventricle, excuse me, left and right atria, right? They're almost flap-like, you can almost lift them up. And the bottom are the ventricles. So at this point in time, I want you to slice it in half.
Slice what in half?
Dude, that thing goes on
From the
forever.
anterior portion. Open it like a book, just like we did the cow heart. So posterior side, never cut into your hand, sweetie. Yeah, just in case, we wouldn't want you to get cut, right?
Come on now,
So
guys.
don't cut into your own hand, cut on the surface of
Let's
the tray.
go. Get pumped.
So or ventral side against the tray, you're gonna make an anterior transverse cut.
I have no idea what that means. So what are we doing?
You have 2
You're gonna make
hands.
an anterior, so you're on the, yeah. Transverse cut.
It's off the forward valve.
Okay, so, excuse me.
This
Yeah, so-
started bulging out.
Oh, wow, that is so cool. We'll come back to that. That is amazing.
Just like
And this is the rest of the pericardium going down into the diaphragm. Isn't that cool? Wow,
Yeah.
so cool. These are so much, last year's were so tiny. This is so much better.
Yeah, that's why I think Kushabu should do it again.
I think
Come on,
Kushma should do it again
Kushma.
too, since she had a baby pig.
all right. So we're cutting
This is
this
so
open?
much better than what we had last year. So yeah, you're gonna cut literally right down here, and then
How
just
deep?
open it like a book.
All the
Pretty
way?
deep, but not all the way through. If you accidentally go all the way through, it's okay. Just watch your fingers too. Clusta doesn't want to have to do first aid on you.
Cause you're a nurse.
That's a big ball.
For real?
I'm sure she could.
Really?
What did you do there?
I was working in the kitchen, but I would go upstairs and take
Good for you.
Which nursing home?
Weston.
Yes.
Ooh.
you need me?
Strong,
Look at
strong,
that.
strong.
So yeah, just go ahead and cut gently, but not into your hand. You have to put it in the tray.
Safety first.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't like stand when people cut near their hand. Like that makes
I
no
know
sense.
it seems
to me.
natural to want to hold the
Yeah.
heart in your hand while
Like
you
when
cut.
you're cutting it,
Please
like
do
towards,
not.
it's like why would you?
Worst thing that could happen would be for one of you to get cut.
I dare you.
You could.
Dude, that's sweet.
Oh, that's pretty darn close. That is amazing, isn't it?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so cow?
Sweet is definitely a word.
It's the best word.
I'm ready to do this.
Well, Parker, you want to record since you're not going to be touching
This
it?
is the right
Excellent.
atrium, right? Remember
Get that
when
nice
we
stuff
were
in there.
We'll get the good angles, trust me.
superior vena cava
Yeah.
Oh
to the
yeah.
right atrium,
Oh yeah, that's a good shot.
down into the left, or I'm sorry, the right ventricle.
This is going on
Send it
documentary.
out through
Look at that thing. It's horrible. Oh, you got that stuck in the leg.
right here, over here to the lung. The lung puts oxygen in it, sends it back through.
I'll send you the first one as soon as it's done being verified by
Where it
YouTube.
goes to
All
here, to the left atrium,
Wow, do you think we're on the fucking black market?
and then
I
out here
guess.
through the aorta.
Where you get these pigs? Well, they're actually from Russia.
Remember all that, right?
Dude, look at that. It's all sorts of cool.
I've been answering the phone at Kane's with a Russian accent.
Okay.
It's been really fun. Like your total is $2.50. Like, that's the funniest thing.
You want potato with that?
You want potato? You mean fries? Yes.
The bottom part of the heart, go ahead and open up the ventricles. Do you remember
Oh,
the
yeah.
ventricles of the cow had a lot of space to hold blood? So I want you to open the ventricle here and see if there's any space in there.
Dude.
Cassidy, can I sneak behind you?
That's a
here?
good
I'm
one.
sorry. Not gonna drip on anybody, I promise.
Not yet, at least.
Nice. This is crazy.
Dude, look at the vein.
Okay, so the deoxygenated blood flows in through the superior vena cava. It goes to the right atrium. You can even see this valve right here, can't you?
Yeah.
Where it goes down to the right ventricle.
That's crazy.
The right ventricle pushes it up right here and out to the pulmonary, to the pulmonary vein that takes it to the, you get it, gets the oxygen back. I don't know why, but I can't talk today. Comes back here into the left atrium, down to the right, the left ventricle, and then out through the aorta.
Well, I'm gonna
Your
have to
aorta is beautiful.
I'm gonna have to do
So-
all of this for Otney's group.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to do all of this for Otney's group.
Maybe not. Maybe you can get him to work.
Maybe.
And look, you can see your heartstrings.
Really? Oh, you can't.
Look at those heartstrings.
Give him a tug.
The heartstrings that close the valves.
Let's go hard. Let's go.
So now, well, you don't have to do the next step. Look at what I wanted the next step to be was open up the ventricle, but yours is nice and open. Look at all that space.
Oh, yeah.
That's for blood flow. That's where the blood puddles until it's squeezed up.
Really?
Yeah. But this is the first time I've seen heartstrings in a pig heart. It really is. You got good ones.
Sweet.
What can I say? We just got the best pig.
Wow.
Well, no. I honestly think Otney's has the best.
Really?
Yeah. It's like almost fully formed.
Dang.
Yeah. It's got like a full head of hair.
Alright, what's next, y'all?
Very true.
Okay, so
Well, we done all this.
the deoxygenated blood flows back into the heart on this side.
Ductus
Space
aerostosis.
here.
I want to do it so bad, but that's disrespectful.
I know.
I want to see his eyeballs. Ew, dude.
You got a little bit of a beard going on.
You can feel his jawbone moving like all broken shit. It's like, look at this shit. Oh, damn. Damn.
No, you haven't seen the eye yet.
Oh, yeah. Let me. Oh, shit. Oh, God. That's cute, I guess.
She cut his eyelids open.
Yeah, we should just cut it open. Go, 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 go.
This really is the first year I've seen the chordae tendineae or the heartstrings in a pig.
This is
Were they in
fucking
that one
creepy,
too?
dude. This is
Yes.
giving me nightmares,
I
yeah.
don't know.
We've got nice big.
Oh,
I paid
oh,
more
don't do-
for them this
we
year.
do this?
It's
Yeah.
well worth it.
Maybe. It's too late now. I mean, it's not like she's gonna save this for another class. Miss Noose, maybe we cut the eyelid off so I can see the eye.
Wait till the last day.
Okay, last day. Don't worry, I'm coming for you.
Dude, that's sick.
It's still great. Oh gosh.
Okay, so
There we are.
take a pause for a minute.
Oh shoot, that did actually work.
Yo, what up?
Dom, I'm a surgeon. You realize this shit?
You
Like,
may. You may if you need to. Okay, so take a minute, especially your cutters.
The dye
and,
pulled.
Or someone reading. Look at page 6. And while I don't expect you to be able to identify all of those arteries and veins, if you look at that, you can see that interaction, that it almost looks like a highway with roots going in and out. In both of your pics, you've both done great dissections, and I could see all those veins and arteries. It's even more pronounced, I think, in Manny's pig, the blue and red of the ventricles. They were completely full of blue and red of the dye.
that's sweet. Oh, dude, the ribs are like curly.
So
Yeah.
the other thing I want you to take a moment and
You
do,
want
you've all
I'm
located the
alright.
lungs,
I'll
right?
pass.
They should be lateral to the heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lateral to the heart, so that means either side. I want you to just take your fingers and gently squeeze them. Gently squeeze the lungs,
How's that treating
It's
you?
like a sponge.
like a sponge. I think all of us tend to think of our lungs as more like balloons
Yeah.
than sponges, but they really are a very spongy material with a lot of veins and arteries running through them.
How many cavities?
How many cavities in the lung? Like within each lung, or how many lungs?
Yeah.
What should we do?
Within each, there's,
Manicure?
I think he
I think
might.
there's 3.
Dude, his nails are falling off. Like.
Smell that, Dom?
And
picking
actually
on
Dominic
his
just asked a good question. He was asking
Clipping his toenails.
how many chambers there are in each lung. And the cool thing is about the lung, if
not-
someone does
oh my
have
God,
lung
what are you doing?
cancer, they don't
What am I
necessarily
doing,
have to
bro?
remove the
No, no.
whole lung. They
We're
can just remove
stopping
one
that.
lobe.
We're done.
And the person can function pretty well.
No more.
We do, yes, we do. You know, our bodies are pretty symmetrical. We'd probably have before if it wasn't for the heart in the way. So did everybody in the group that wants to or that has gloves on feel the lung? I'd really
Yeah.
like everyone to just squeeze that.
I feel it.
Bare hand, Parker.
So the lungs, the digestive tract,
No
and
balls.
the kidneys are non-functioning in this fetal pig because the mom's doing all the work. The heart, however, is functioning. If any of you ever had, someone close to you who was pregnant, maybe even a parent has a younger child.
So hard.
You can go and see the ultrasound and you can listen to that heartbeat. So the heartbeat helps pump nutrients and waste back and forth between the mother and the baby through that umbilical cord.
Oh. Is it bad that I just want to like pick it up?
Yes.
Like,
So you should have located the anterior and posterior vena cava, the anterior and posterior atria, the left and right ventricles.
okay.
Perfect.
If there's a large blue, and I know that
think we're done
Quinn's
here.
pig has it, if there's a long blue vein going down the body towards the posterior, that is the hepatic
Get
vein.
a shot of this, bro.
So if it's hepatic, what is hepa mean?
Blood.
Still have tubes in there.
Oh yeah.
Which organ is HEPA referred to? Like hepatitis, it's the liver, good. So that hepatic vein is going to the liver.
Dude, you can make a jacket out of this like weird shit.
It's a diaphragm.
This is?
Yeah.
So if you turn to page 7, if you're with me, turn to page 7.
Oh shoot.
I thought this is fine.
Talks about the
Entire
ductus
plate is-
arteriosus. You
This
may or
is
may
good.
not
That's about
see
good.
that.
Oh.
It's white, sort
This
of
is
near
just
the
like fucking-
apex of the heart or the tip.
Shit.
The umbilical arteries, I think most of us saw those yesterday when we made our initial cuts. When you pulled back that little flap of skin that had the
Well, no,
umbilical
this
cord
isn't
on the
below
external,
the
you could
lungs.
see the umbilical cord on the internal, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's important to see, just because it really shows you how they're
dude.
connected. There again, especially in the human body, I think a lot of people think, oh, the baby just kind of floats in the
That's a
mom.
good-ass
Well,
shot,
it's
dude.
connected through that cord. That cord is everything.
Everything right here.
Sometimes, unfortunately, so my niece,
Just have to make sure that.
her child was stillborn,
This is everything.
2 years ago, because during the birth, the umbilical cord got pressed. You know how if you press a hose, the water stops running?
Oh, yeah.
So her umbilical cord, and they should have been able to see it, but the doctor had accidentally put the monitor, they reach inside the mother and they put a monitor on the head of the baby. She had accidentally put it on my niece's uterus. So she was getting my niece's heart rate. So the baby's heart rate was dropping and they didn't know it. But when that umbilical cord, even though the baby was almost out of the body, like the head was out, it died because it was still getting its oxygen from my niece through that umbilical cord, and it was pressed completely. The same thing happened to me when my son was born, but because they saw that his heart rate was dropping, they could reach in and turn him, and they could pull the umbilical cord out. Because it seems pretty gentle here, but it's pretty tough. It's pretty thick. But that umbilical cord is truly a lifeline until the very moment that it's cut. I mean, it's the lifeline. Okay, so now what I want you to look at on page 6 is the area that says respiratory system.
Yes.
I just want to be sure we've seen as much of this as possible. So the thoracic cavity and the neck. So locating the larynx, I think you tried to see that. That's really hard to see. I don't expect you to see the larynx. The trachea, I think you all saw that, right? And it looked just like it did in the slide. If you remember, it almost looked like a clear hose, right, with rings.
Oh.
And those are rings of cartilage.
That was nice. That was a
The
good shot.
bronchi. Since you've removed the heart, I want you to look back in the body cavity. Behind where the heart was, you should be able to see the bronchi. You should be able to see the two, how they branch into branch off into the lungs.
Point for the
So
people.
look for
Queen.
that.
I think she's my fish.
They will not be red or blue. They'll
No.
be brownish.
That? I don't know.
Something like that.
Yep.
One of these things.
And then very gently
Yeah,
choose
those-
the largest lobe of your lung. Choose the largest lobe of your lung and make a gentle incision and just gently cut until you can kind of peel it open like a
Look,
book.
Dominic.
Hey, Cushby, what's our time?
How's that treating you?
Wait, what are we supposed to do?
8:17. Well
It's your
shot.
turn, bro.
Oh, what?
Okay. So, I'm sorry. Time flies when you're having fun, but don't worry, I'll let you guys passes. It's all good.
Did you guys enjoy that?
So, yeah.